So I hope you'll forgive me if I'm a little frustrated that some of us are choosing to ignore Donald Trump's gross incompetence while asking Kamala to dazzle us at every turn. I hope that you'll forgive me if I'm a little angry that we are indifferent to his erratic behavior, his obvious mental decline, his history as a convicted felon.
That being president isn't anything like reality TV. It is not an apprenticeship. And it is not just about fiery speeches or insulting tweets. It's about whether someone can handle the awesome responsibility of leading this country.
Michelle Obama just took a direct shot at Donald Trump, and people can't stop talking about it. In a powerful statement, she called him a weak man, and let's just say, Trump didn't take it well. His response? A full-blown social media meltdown, filled with all-caps rants that barely made sense. His team was reportedly in panic mode, trying to manage the fallout. The tension is at an all-time high. Michelle is laying down the truth, and Trump is struggling to keep up.
We know folks are going to do everything they can to distort her truth. My husband and I sadly know a little something about this. For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hard-working, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss this one. The Obamas and Trump saga just won't end, even though no one really asked for a sequel. No matter how often Trump claims he's moved on from Michelle Obama, he just can't help himself. The moment she speaks, he's back at it, rushing to discredit her, ranting like it's his full-time job. It's pretty ironic for someone who supposedly has everything, yet can't let go of the fact that people actually liked the president who came before him. Next voice.
We have a candidate for president who over the course of his lifetime, in the course of this campaign, has said things about women that are so shocking that I simply will not repeat anything here today. It has shaken me to my core in a way that I couldn't have predicted. This was a powerful individual speaking freely and openly about sexually predatory behavior and actually bragging about kissing and groping women, using language so obscene that many of us were worried about our children hearing it when we turn on the TV.
The real kicker? Michelle Obama doesn't even have to insult or mock Trump. She doesn't even need to acknowledge him. Just by existing, with her grace, intelligence, and real credibility, she sends him into a tailspin. Imagine spending your whole life craving admiration, only to realize your biggest rival doesn't even have to try. While Trump rants about rigged elections and unfair treatment, Michelle moves forward, securing book deals, Netflix partnerships, and the kind of respect he could never buy, no matter how much campaign money he throws at it. Next voice.
I am sick of all the chaos and the nastiness of our politics. It's exhausting. And frankly, it's depressing. So I understand wanting to shut it all out.
The best part? Michelle Obama barely has to say a word. She understands one simple truth. Nothing gets under Trump's skin more than a woman who refuses to break under his pressure. Trump's entire persona is built on a fragile ego that craves constant validation. Yet, the one person who effortlessly commands global admiration without even trying drives him absolutely crazy. While he's busy whining on social media about how unfair life is, Michelle is out there making a real impact, empowering young women, fighting for education, and showing the world what true leadership looks like. And she does it all with such ease that Trump's forced bravado looks even more ridiculous.
With your support on November 5th, you know what's nasty to me? Michelle Obama. Ooh. I always tried to be so nice and respectful. Oh, she opened up a little bit of a a little bit of a box. She opened up a little bit of something. Oh, she was nasty. Ooh. Shouldn't be that way. That was a big mistake that she made.
Every time Trump tries to talk about compassion or resilience, it's like he's reading the worst Yelp review of himself live on TV. But his reaction isn't just insecurity, it's full-blown panic. No matter how many rallies he holds, how many hats he sells, or how many slogans he slaps on merchandise, he'll never have what Michelle Obama has: credibility. The irony? While Trump demands loyalty and praise, Michelle simply earns it. People don't need to be convinced to respect her, they just do. And that's a truth he will never accept, because deep down, he knows that no matter how loud he yells, he will never measure up to Michelle Obama. Next voice.
These last 8 years, in his first term alone, Barack had to rescue our economy from the worst crisis since the Great Depression. He had to make the call to take out Osama bin Laden, respond to devastating natural disasters like Hurricane Sandy, and so much more. So when it comes to the qualifications we should demand in a president, to start with, we need someone who'll take the job seriously.
Every time Trump tries to talk about compassion or resilience, it's like he's reading the worst Yelp review of himself live on TV. But his reaction isn't just insecurity, it's full-blown panic. No matter how many rallies he holds, how many hats he sells, or how many slogans he slaps on merchandise, he'll never have what Michelle Obama has: credibility. The irony? While Trump demands loyalty and praise, Michelle simply earns it. People don't need to be convinced to respect her, they just do. And that's a truth he will never accept, because deep down, he knows that no matter how loud he yells, he will never measure up to Michelle Obama. Next voice 7. Let's be real. The real comedy gold is in Trump's rage posts.
If you remember when I met with Obama, his wife was very nasty to me the other day. That was not nice. She was very nasty. She said nasty things. I was always very respectful of her, but she got up there, which shows you how nervous they are about what's happening. But she was nasty 2 days ago. She got up and said some bad things she shouldn't have said. They were wrong, too.
Let's be real. The real comedy gold is in Trump's rage posts. He fires off all-caps rants like a glitching robot desperately trying to stay relevant. One moment, he's screaming about fake news. The next, he's dragging in random celebrities, politicians, or even completely unrelated topics just to see what sticks. 1 second, it's Michelle Obama. The next, he's somehow blaming low water pressure or the price of hamburgers for his problems. But no matter how many times he denies, deflects, or throws a tantrum online, the truth doesn't change. Michelle Obama isn't even paying him any mind. She's out there writing bestsellers, inspiring millions, and making a real impact. Meanwhile, Trump is holed up in a Mar-a-Lago banquet hall, shouting into a microphone about how unfair life is. And just like that, the cycle repeats. Another meltdown, another rant, another moment of self-destruction. No matter how much money, power, or gold.
To you, those folks just aren't very smart and seem somehow less deserving. And if you think this way, then it's easy to see this country as us versus them.
Trump's all-caps rants and excessive exclamation points are totally out of control. It's like watching a toddler throw a tantrum in a luxury high chair. The funniest part? His followers eat it up, cheering him on as he spirals, completely unaware that the more he rages, the more he proves Michelle right. The contrast between Michelle Obama and Trump is so extreme it could be used as a leadership training video. Michelle carries herself with dignity, delivering speeches that inspire generations. Trump, his idea of public speaking is ranting about TV ratings and imaginary accomplishments while struggling to pronounce words longer than 2 syllables. Michelle wrote a best-selling memoir that people actually read. Trump started a blog that lasted less time than a carton of milk. Michelle launched positive initiatives.
And Michelle hit me. I was so nice to her. Out of respect, I was saying that. She hit me the other day. I was going to say to my people, am I allowed to hit her now? They said, take it easy, sir. Sir, take it easy. My geniuses, I'm telling you, they said, just take it easy. Oh, what do you mean? She said bad about me. I can't hit back. Sir, you're winning. Just...